Welcome guys, well it's very, very exciting. Jaco and myself have come all the way to the bush and we've actually met up with Charlie, who's one of JT's partners and actually is his accountant basically. And we actually are really, really excited to share with you a new solution which we're going to have for South African investors. Charlie, just tell us a little bit about yourself. What's your relationship with JT? How did you meet him? Why are you out in South Africa?
Yeah, it's great to be here. My name is Charlie Dombeck and I'm with the Optimal Financial Group. I've been a practicing CPA in our country for about 25 years. I'm JT's personal financial advisor. My firm assists him with his legal, accounting, and financial planning needs. And I'm here in South Africa setting up his infrastructure from a banking, legal, and accounting perspective.
Just as a matter of interest, for those of you who don't know, JT is the world's leading wealth coach. He's the #1 wealth coach in the world for helping people create wealth, both in America and globally. The other thing I found very interesting just with your relationship with JT is that a lot of the people that work with him aspired through his system, got coaching from him, whereas in your situation, he came to you. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, JT came to me about 4 years ago after he had his breakout year, and I have a system from cradle to grave with all of his financial needs. And what we specialize in is helping our clients control the cost of taxation. Whether that's income taxation, estate taxation, we drive down the cost of taxation for our clients. We also specialize in helping international clients structure themselves according to U.S. law. The U.S. law is very different than what it is in other countries. You've got to have the right entities from a legal perspective to enjoy the laws from an asset protection perspective in our country, as well as you want to control the cost of U.S. taxation and make sure that the structure is properly integrated with the things that you need to do from a South African perspective. So we integrate the legal, the accounting, and the financial planning professions so our clients get a consistent set of advice across all of those disciplines and ensure that you're getting the appropriate advice.
I think the other thing that's very interesting for me is that we've had quite a few problems with CPAs in America. We're dealing with Grant Thornton in South Africa, one of the biggest accounting firms in the world. The managing partner has been wonderful in helping us, but we battle a bit in America to find the guys that have got enough scale and scope to be able to understand the difference between South Africa and America. And the thing that I found amazing was the size of your business. You said you've got 16 people that can facilitate and make stuff happen, and also your understanding of international. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, in our firm we have over 15 people directly working within our company. We have affiliate providers in the legal and other professions where the span of our resources is over 50 professionals. So what's unique is we do integrate both the legal and the accounting profession so that from a legal perspective, you're getting the right advice relative to the entities and structures you should be using as foreign investors in our country. And we integrate the taxation side so that the taxation is properly set up according to mitigating U.S. taxes as well as mitigating your taxes from South Africa.
Tell us one thing as well, which I find fascinating, is that Jaco and I had the privilege of meeting you only yesterday. Well, not meeting you, but actually having a chance to sit and really chat about what you do in America. Tell us a little bit about the solution that you provide for. I know you help American investors, but we're obviously more interested in international investors. What is the solution that you provide them in terms of the direct solution with LLCs and bank accounts, etc.?
Yeah, what we can do is we can buy entities off the shelf, set them up, establish the bank account while you're in South Africa, set everything up from a tax reporting perspective, give you everything from cradle to grave, from access to credit, access to capital, setting your bank accounts up, setting up your entire presence in the United States of America.
Now, just as my interest, Jaco, you and I have been doing this for a long time. You were in Wells Fargo. Actually, you were in Bank of America when we got kicked out. And then we went to Wells Fargo, and I remember you pretty much telling the bank manager how to do it. But we've been banging our head, against the door when it comes to banks. Wells Fargo are good when we go there, but not everyone can fly all the way to America. We've had some other banks that we've been working with, but Charlie seems to have a full solution. How good is that? And using Wells Fargo, because Wells Fargo are brilliant for the people who actually go there to America.
It's really fantastic. I think especially we want the setups done, we want the credit rating, we want the Wells Fargo bank account specifically. They have fantastic internet banking facilities, which is great for us in South Africa to move our money around there, and the wiring is also fantastic. So we need to make sure that we get the solution for our clients, and that's what Charlie's providing. He's going to provide us with that, and through a time period of plus minus about 6 months, we can actually build a credit rating and get some proper house financing from Wells Fargo.
Well, we've done this thousands of times for our clients, and it's a very streamlined process. So we can charter an entity in most states within 24 hours. We can have the EIN from the IRS in our country within 24 hours. We can have the bank account set up 48 hours thereafter. And when you come stateside, we can transfer that bank account to you. It's very simple, it's easy to do, and I think what's happened in the past is you work with people that this isn't their expertise, this isn't their core business, this is what we do day in and day out. We have an entire department devoted to these types of efforts.
Charlie, there's one last thing that and you both mentioned it, but I want to emphasize it. Every single person that we're helping invest in America wants to build a credit rating. Why? Because then they can get the leverage effect, they can grow their capacity, and they can expand their portfolio. But at the moment, there's only access to hard money. Now, we've been setting up LLCs, we've been doing the credit rating, we've been chatting to Wells Fargo, and they've been telling us it's going to take about 2 years to get a credit rating. Now, you've got a much more sophisticated way of doing it and a lot quicker. Now, we don't have time on this video to go into it, so what I would really suggest is come along, chat to one of us, come on the webinar where we're actually going to sit and have a webinar with Charlie, and he's going to explain to you how you can get a legitimate credit rating for your LLC within 6 months. And just quickly, just explain what type of rates you're getting as a non-resident if you were getting money through the likes of Wells Fargo.
We're getting rates that are very comparable to what a U.S. citizen would get, anywhere between 4.75 and 5.5% on secured real estate financing with 20% down. So we're getting very good rates. We're using corporate credit, building a profile for the entity rather than starting with the individual. And that's the secret to the process.
But at a matter of interest, how long can I fix that for?
Fix it up to anywhere between 15 and 20 years.
15, 20 years. So in a nutshell, if I'm investing in property with net yields of 8 to 13%, and I can fix it at 4.5, even let's be conservative and say 6%, that's something pretty special. But you're going to have to get hold of us to find out how to do that, because there's not enough time to go through that in detail. But you've got the step-by-step. You've done it a lot of times before. And I mean, Jaco, what's that going to mean to our clients?
It's going to mean speed of implementation, getting the stuff done quickly. That means you can decide on Monday and by Friday you can have your setup done in America. And that's just speed of implementation for our clients. Make sure you can get the best deal, closing quickly on those deals, and making sure you get the best return on investment.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much,
Great.
Charlie. It's great meeting you.
Yeah.
Cheers,
Awesome.
mate. Bye then.
Yes.